Let's take a look at the project manager. Your project manager is probably one of your most important tools in Plant 3D. Now mine is showing right here, but if it was taken away, all you have to do is close it like this. Perhaps you need more room on your drawing screen. You can bring it back by going to the project manager tool right here. You'll find the project manager tool in your home tab and your project panel right there. You can also type that in. It is a command that you can type into your command line. Just type in project manager and that's going to bring it up. So let's take a look at what makes up the project manager. You'll see that it has your project that you're working on. It'll be listed right here. Of course, you can go in and you can change that project or go to a new project from this drop-down menu right here. You'll see you have three tabs here: source files, orthographic drawings, and isometric drawings, and you can switch through those. If you need to get to those types of files, we'll be talking more about those a little bit later on. But right now, your source files are pretty much going to be the place where you're going to see the things that are dealing with your model. And that's going to be your PNID files and your Plant 3D files. So we'll take a look at those right now. So also within the project manager, you have the option to publish, and you can also generate reports from here. Now you can also, you remember we went to the application menu, you have a publish function there as well. That's where you can also use your e-transmit, and e-transmittal is going to allow you to do, it's a very easy way to send a project to someone electronically. So that's also something that you will probably be interested in exploring in more detail. Here you have the details of a drawing. If you click on the details, it'll tell you various types of information, whether the file is accessible, if it would be used by someone else, or it was currently in use. You would see that in this message as well. Location, file size, etc. You can have a preview of the project. If you notice, it's giving you kind of a preview here. And you can also get a work history on it. What's the status on it? You know, is it a work in progress? Is it ready to be issued? What user created the drawings you're working on, and the date of its, last manipulation. So lots of important information can go into this. Now, your project manager is a palette. So since it is a palette, if you don't like where it's at, you can do a right click on there, take off allow docking. You can move it wherever you want. If you notice the docking options, you can opt to dock it left, or you can do it right. You can also use your auto hide functions. Whenever you click on auto hide, whenever you're not on the palette itself, it's going to go away. Now that generally works when you have it docked. So I'll go ahead and allow the docking, and let's just put it back where it was. We'll say anchor left. And if you notice, I still have all the room that I need to work in here, but I can also, every time I hover over it, I'm going to see my project manager. When I go back into the screen, whenever it's on auto hide, it will generally go away. So if you want to have that function, I personally like to see it up, so I'll just go ahead and take that auto hide off for the time being. Now, since we've talked about some of the details and things that you can do, you can also do things like copy drawings to projects and stuff. And how do you do that? If you right click on here, you're going to see that you have other options. So if you want to get a new drawing, you can click on a new drawing. It's going to bring you to that dialog box. If you want to open read-only copy, remove drawings, you're going to have different options from here. And of course, you can still do some of your other functions such as publish and all that from here as well. So you have right-click options. You have options from the icons. You can see what you're working on. All in all, you're going to see that the project manager is a very valuable part, and it is something worthwhile getting very familiar with.